Hey everybody, it's your girl, Pajama, Pajama Life. And I got my fellas here today. I'm out of my normal studio, but hey, we're here having a great time with a couple of great TV shows we're going to be reviewing today. Warrior Nun on Netflix, and the next episode of Andor. So turning it over to our guru of all things Star Wars. Say hey to the people, David.
Hello, everybody. Great to be with you. Thanks for tuning in to another scintillating episode of Pajama Life. I hope you're ready to come join us and sing a little bit of Christian, Sister Christian, as we get on program.
Okay, boo. And our fellow guru, but of all things Marvel and Toki, let's say hey to Patrick. Say hey to the people.
Hey everybody, we saw some shows this week. Yeah, they're great. They're gonna be great. We'll talk about it. It's gonna be fabulous. You know what? If my role is to be Simon on this show, I'll be Simon.
Oh geez. Okay, so why don't we start off with our first, which is Andor. Let's take a look.
No one's getting out, are they? Not after this.
I'm dead. I'm dead. Hey, we just be dead.
Don't die till you put up a fight.
We will never have a better chance than this. And I would rather die trying to take them down than giving them what they want. There is one way out. Right now.
This is a facility-wide emergency announcement. Complete program protocol will commence in 40 seconds.
I'm condemned to use the tools of my enemy to defeat them. I burn my decency for someone else's future. So what do I sacrifice? Everything! Just stay with me, Lonnie. I need all the heroes I can get.
Okay, David, what did you think this week, Andor?
Another amazing episode. We weren't sure exactly how they would wind up escaping from the prison, but boy, was it a really wonderfully done episode. Andy Serkis, fantastic in this role. A little bit of a cliffhanger, no pun intended there. Did he escape? Did he not? What happened? You see everyone with very limited choices here and being forced into scary, tough decisions, whether it's Kino Loy and trying to jump, whether it's Mon Mothma and a very high price she might pay for the continued longevity of the rebellion. We found there's a new hero in the midst of the ISB. So much. So exciting. Can't wait for next week. Tony Gilroy and his staff have done an amazing job on a great show.
Yeah, it's just fantastic. Hey, Pat, what'd you think?
I tell you what, if Serkis and Skarsgård are not up for Emmys, or the writer, because I want to tell you what, there were two speeches in that were definitely Emmy worthy, or for the writers or for them, because I mean, you want to talk about spectacular top shelf acting. This was an episode you needed to watch, because I'm telling you, those two guys hit it out of the park. And great story. It was compelling. You caught yourself on the edge of your seat. You're really engrossed in it if you've been watching this. And like I said, when this whole series started, the thing about it was I didn't see the part of Star Wars I liked. I didn't see no Jedi. I didn't see Darth whatever. I didn't see Sith Lords. I didn't see TIE fighters. Saw a few stormtroopers here and there, but not a lot. I mean, it was like an episode of Firefly, but without the fun. But you know what? The acting is so good in this. I am sucked into this, and it is amazing. Good stuff. Top notch.
Yeah, this was just fantastic. And I didn't know how they were top last week's episode. And then They came with the breakout, the prison break. That was amazing. And the visuals of it too. You know, this all white facility, but they managed to put so much detail and so much interest in. And just the Andy Serkis. I mean, Andy Serkis once again in the Star Wars universe crushes it. I mean, you felt every bit of his emotion and Mon Mothma. I mean, what a choice. But it's also that's how deals are done too. Not just, this guy wants legitimacy. How do you really get legitimacy? You marry into a family with money or a name. And I mean, what a choice. Is she willing to sacrifice, you know, her family? Is Luthen his powerful, what is he giving up? Everything. And still he wants to keep going. So it's just incredible episode. And I'm waiting until the end because I really do want to binge like the whole thing to see the story unfold all at once. And I think that would be fantastic. So this was just one of the best. Once again, you keep saying every week, this is one of the best episodes, but every week it really is great episode. Yeah. So definitely, I think it's all of us 3 super hard thumbs up for Andor. If you're not watching it, I don't know what to tell you, what you're doing with yourself. Because it's fantastic.
And, really, Pam, even if the next Mandalorian or whatever, the Acolyte or whatever these shows are, even if they want to be a little lighter, when they see the seriousness and the thoughtfulness and the character development, that's just kind of raised the bar.
Right.
So, I mean, for all the other pieces that we've seen, and there are things about all the shows we've liked, but probably some things we haven't at times.
Yeah.
This has really set a standard for, okay, this is what Star Wars can be on television. And it is truly worthy of the genre and improves it to, really takes it up a notch for hardcore fans. And I think anyone who's interested in good science fiction or good television in general.
Yeah. Definitely check out Andor. All right, up next is season 2 of Warrior Nun. Let's take a look.
It's all over social media.
Oh. And, what are they saying?
The Vatican explosion. It's a cover-up.
I've heard those rumors. And I can tell you categorically there is no connection between these events.
A divine being walks the earth. And I believe it is your fate to join forces with him.
The OCS is suffering a coordinated global attack.
I have accepted the only reality that counts. My daughter will never be the warrior nun.
Holy shit.
I want to go first. I love it. I thought this was a very clever story about a religious sect of kick-ass ninja nuns. I would have never thought to put that in the same kind of thing of a ninja nun, but I really had a good time with this. It was a lot of fun. I think it's based on a book, Warrior Nun Ariella. And I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but I really enjoyed, I've watched both seasons and I really enjoyed where they took the story. I wasn't sure where they were going the second season, but I'm glad I stuck around for it. And I think it had a lot of interesting things to say about the Catholic Church. I think it had a lot of things to say about young women discovering their sexuality. But it was all very subtle. And I think that the story is a great kind of metaphor for a lot of different things. The nature of religion, the nature of belief, and fighting for your sisters and fighting for what's right. So I think especially preteen girls and teenagers and people interested in a kind of female empowerment story, we have a lot of fun with it. It was just a lot of fun. So definitely for me, check out Warrior Nun. It does have language. There's no sex. And so it was interesting. It definitely twisted, had a bunch of twists in there I wasn't expecting. So Pat. No, Pat. Okay, it's probably gonna
I mean, if you want to go with Dave first, that's cool too.
No, go Pat.
Go ahead, Pat. Go ahead.
Well, okay. I'll be honest. Full disclosure. I watched like the first 3 episodes of season 2, and I thought, well, maybe season 2 will be, or season 1. Because I had not watched this until Pam suggested it. Okay. So I watched the first 3 episodes. And I'm like, well, okay, maybe season 2 is better. And I went to season 2, and well, I was like, nope, not. You know, the reboot of Buffy the Vampire Slayer was not nearly as good as I thought it would be. There was none of the fun stuff of Buffy, because there was no fun in it at all. It was just terrible reboot without all the good parts of Buffy. I mean, no, it was terrible. It was totally Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Instead of going after vampires, she's going after demons. It was this young hip person put into this untenable situation where she's the savior or the chosen one or the person with the halo or whatever. It was complete thievery from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but without any of the good parts. So to quote a good friend of mine, she always says this. What's the word? She says, "Trash." That's what it was. It was terrible. Time on this. It was terrible. Pam is so wrong on this. Please, I will spare you from losing the 3 hours of your life that I have lost now. It's terrible.
Go and watch it. Okay, David, we'll give David a chance.
Tiebreaker here. You're on mute, Dave.
I really didn't have a lot of use for this. I really didn't enjoy it. I tried to. I thought it was fascinating that and I watched a little bit about season 1, but I was noticing there with season 2 that they had Bible verses as the titles for those, which I thought was kind of an interesting aspect of this. I just think maybe Holy Scripture should have been kept separate from this. Didn't have a good feeling about that aspect of it. Not a show that I would really want to watch again. But thank you very much, Pam, for giving me an opportunity to see if I would have liked something like this. And on this instance, I didn't. So there we go.
He didn't want to say it, but he's thinking it like I was. He's like, trash.
But I have to say, you two are both wrong. This is a lot of fun. I think you guys didn't watch it all the way through.
Why would I? Oh my God.
But I don't think it's fair to trash it.
So I should have to watch
all the way.
How many? There we go. Thank you, Dave. Exactly right. How many hours is a good commitment? Should I have to spend 10 hours to enjoy a story? That tells me they don't know how to tell the story.
Well,
10 hours.
That's take a little bit to get. I felt like it busted out of the gate fun. And I'm not taking it too seriously about some of the things about Catholicism and some of the things. I'm not taking that too seriously. There have been other tales about different parts of religion that are kind of fun to explore in a new way. And I just had a lot of fun. And I think a lot of people also would have a lot of fun. So definitely
No, they won't.
check it out. And then if you're also interested, check out the book, Warrior Nun Ariella. So very
Or just watch,
fun.
or possibly just watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's much better.
No. I think it's a split review.
Split. 2/3 ain't split.
And on Netflix. I hope it gets another season. There's a way.
God, yeah, throw money at that dog.
Season, that would be awesome. So we'll see about that. Well, we just had a little show.
Okay, I would like to say something about that. Just because something's made 3 seasons does not mean it was good, okay? I mean, the last season of Game of Thrones, last 2 seasons of Game of Thrones is an example that just because there was 7 seasons, that these last 2 seasons were absolute, as you say, trash. I mean, just because they made extra seasons does not make it good.
It does if they have a direction for the story and that the story could take on another different tale. I didn't expect the story to go in the direction it went for the 2nd season. And then I was pleased to see how they turned it around and made it even more interesting. So I think you two should have some patience and take a look at it.
No.
And I think you'll find that it is something really interesting.
I got out of Shawshank. I ain't going back.
Okay, I mean, it's a free world. You don't have to go back.
I gave it a shot, but it sucked.
It did not. Yeah, okay. So
2 of us say it sucked. 1 person. Is this our new Mortal Kombat? Is this our new?
I wouldn't put it in that bad a category.
It wasn't that bad. You're right. I mean, it wasn't.
I just couldn't get into that. Is it Spice Girls with violence?
Maybe, or like I said, Buffy the Vampire Slayer without all the good parts.
I see the Buffy aspect, unless it's just
you don't see the Buffy aspect.
No, because it was like a different kind of.
Okay, let me draw some comparisons for you then.
Well, no, let's not and say you did.
Well, let's just say, and you can agree that I got a valid point then, because I got a valid point. You have an older mentor. You have a chosen one who was not prepared or trained for this position.
Every vampire movie ever.
Well, that's kind of like the hero's journey, though. Yeah. I mean, that's Joseph Campbell that you've started.
It is, but this was like a young girl thrust into this terrifying world, aka Buffy, aka whatever her name was,
aka every superhero.
Really, I'm just gonna say you're wrong, and it was terrible. It was Buffy without the good parts.
No, okay.
There's no humor in
song.
anything.
I like that really fast-paced music that started Buffy. That was good.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we're going to agree to disagree. But listen to me though, because I'm the one who's right. So
right.
So definitely check out for yourself. Warrior Nun. Well, that's all we have this week. It was a pretty big week across the nation. I think a lot of people got out and vote for the midterms, so that was really good. No matter who you voted for, you should exercise your civil duty while you can to vote.
While you can. Good point. Right.
Exercise your vote. If you don't vote, then you really don't have a right to complain about how things go down. So
exercise your vote so it's not flabby. That's the thing we're saying here.
Okay, there you go. And next week we have a couple of really good ones. We have Don't Worry, Darling is now on HBO Max, and Slumberland with Jason Momoa, and the penultimate, actually this next week is the penultimate episode of Andor. So you know it's going to have a huge cliffhanger and be amazing. So definitely check those out with us next week. And definitely get ready. We're about to celebrate our third anniversary of Pajama Life, if you can believe it. And we are going to have, for the first time, a giveaway. So definitely you want to like and subscribe, because it's going to be the 500 subscriber will get a very special gift. So definitely check out Pajama Life and like and subscribe. Just in time for Black Friday. It's something that a lot of people want on Black Friday. So definitely something that you will want and something you plug in. So definitely check out Pajama Life and like and subscribe to us. Pat, say goodnight to the people.
Good night, everybody. Watch good shows. And don't forget, Black Panther's out now. So you better, or Wakanda Forever. I'm going to go see that tomorrow, and I will have nothing to say about it until we can all talk about it. So there you go.
Yes, definitely. I'm hoping maybe to get to see it this weekend. But I hope if you did go, wear white in honor of Chadwick Boseman. Hey, David, say goodnight to the people.
So long, everybody. Have a great week, and we look forward to talking to you about these shows and who knows what else next week.
And I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.